Hello guys, so today we'll be talking about support players and support in general. So a couple of months ago, me and my colleague coach had a coaching with this master player that's support main, and I made tweet and thread about it, so you can go and check it out. But here we will talk a bit more in detail about all of this. So this guy, Guga Jeans, he was around here, like 500 LP when we started coaching him. And he, after 3 coaching sessions, I think we did 3 of them, he started applying these things and he speedrunned it to like 800 LP. And obviously, we don't want to take too much credit for it. He played really well and he applied everything really fast. So he improved quite a lot. But now I just want to help you guys see what the difference between decent and good support is. So let's go on his example. First thing that he did, and this applies to everything in League of Legends, right? So it's not only for supports. You always have to critical think. So there is usually not one correct answer, something that you should be doing every single game. It's very rare cases where something is good every single game. So what this guy was doing is he was going sweeper level 1 on every single support, every single game, every single matchup. And basically, we just told him, listen, why would you do something every game? Just think if it's good. Like, do you need ward? Do we need to ward somewhere level 1? Or do we need to ward our lane? Or do we need to ward bushes? Or if you want to control the bushes yourself, you're playing something like, I don't know, Pike or Rel or something that controls the bushes, so you can sweep them, clear enemy vision, and then you can threat from the bush, right, in lane. Then sweeper makes sense. Or if you want to sweep, so you get to clear enemy wards, so your jungler can gank, that also makes sense. We just made sure he was thinking about those stuff. So there is no like correct answer. You should always start sweeper or you should always start yellow ward. Just turn your brain on every single game and think about it, okay? And it's not only for sweeper, it's for summoner spells, for the runes, for a lot of things, for builds as well. Yeah, so second thing he was doing is he spent so much time doing unnecessary things, right? So here in this picture, they probably like killed 2v2 and then him as RL started hitting the tower and sharing gold with his ADC. Now, instead of this, what he could have done is just went and pressed B, and now we will see how it looks here, right? These guys are pushed. I mean, these guys are dead. Let's say they're dead. We killed them. And now we want to push the lane out. That's normal, so they lose CS. And then support should insta-recall instead of hitting tower. Probably ADC as well, but right now we are talking about support. The question is why? Well, tempo. So let me try to explain it like this. So you have a mid lane, right? And let's say these mid laners are trading and they are like low, or both of them have setup, or matchup is volatile, right? So I killed them and I stay to hit tower. What will happen is enemy support will respawn while I'm hitting this tower. And what can he do? Well, he can just open mid while you are basing. Then you are in base, right? And enemy support is mid lane. So that means your mid lane is playing 1v2 because you're AFK in base. But let's say you based as well, like, so you killed, based. He respawns, he runs mid, you run mid but you're faster. Then it's 2v2 now. Or you have like some like few seconds advantage, depends on the death timers, right? But that's just an example. The same thing could happen top. The same thing could happen in jungle with your jungler, right? For example, they go here and you're in base. So you don't want that to happen. Basically, we just taught him about valuing your own tempo more than getting 60 gold shared with your ADC, right? most cases, you don't even need to push together the wave into the tower. You can just recall and then play. So yeah, just think about tempo supports. It's really important for you guys to not waste your time. The sooner you base, the better it is, most likely, right? Now, third thing was he was one of those guys that never buy pink wards. And let's have a chat about this. So, the pink ward cost 75 gold, and we all know that. When it dies, so when an enemy kills it, it's 300 gold. So it's 105 gold difference. People use this as an argument, like, okay, if we play pink, they kill it, I lost 75 gold, they got 30, it's 105 gold difference, it's really bad. Well, and also if I buy 2 pink wards, then it's 150 gold, right? And I'm not spending gold on my items. But support is a player who can afford most pink wards because he doesn't need as much items, right? Your base damage is already good and you don't spike as fast, and games like you will have like 2 items in a whole game, most likely, right? So ADC shouldn't buy 2 pink wards or even 1 sometimes. Depends on the game state, right? It really depends on the game state. But for support, if you have a lead in bot lane, and let's say you're pushing enemies, and let's say you have pink ward, okay, let's select pink ward for the red team. Okay, so you have pink ward here, and your support goes like this. Wait, I need to pick it up. Nope, pick it up like this. Goes like this. Enemies have no clue where he is. They're very starved of vision. They always need to care about getting prio because they can't walk up, they don't see anything. So when you have push and when you can make enemies like not see anything by clearing their vision, placing pings, and controlling river. Same goes for mid lane. Like imagine I open mid, you place a ward here, your mid laner places a ward here, enemy mid can't walk up anymore, right? Because he doesn't see where the jungler is, where the support is. Every time you go fog like this, he needs to respect. Because if he walks up, well, there might be 3 people and he's dead. Boom. So enemy team needs to clear these wards and you want to protect them. So obviously there are a lot of cases where people use pink wards bad. For example, you come as support, you place pink ward, your mid laner bases, and mid lane pushes, gets it. Right? Not a good timer. You want to place wards when you can play around them and protect them. So don't just mindlessly buy them and place them. And also don't mindlessly buy them, or not buy them, sorry. Don't mindlessly just avoid buying pings, because they're also important for setting up drakes, for setting up heralds, grubs, Nash. So they are important, but you just need to be smart how you use them. So the truth is always in the middle. It's not don't buy pings, and it's not buy 2 pings every single base. So you should be in the middle. You should think about why I need them, where I need them, how many should I buy. Also depends on your champion. Like if you're playing ADC and you're playing, I don't know, Caitlyn, or let's say Jinx, I want to get to my items, right? So I don't want to buy 2 pings every base, or even 1 ping every base. It delays my spikes. But as a support, I have more freedom to buy those, to buy the pings. Okay, that's what I want to talk about. So he was the guy that never bought pings, and we told him like, okay, but you can make, you can ping here. There is a Drake fight. You sit on this ping and you control the whole area because nobody, like if they walk up close, you will engage insta. So denying enemy vision while you're ahead is really, really OP, and we should abuse it, right? So then we have this. Well, what supports usually do, so every time you base, they kinda autopilot into opening mid. Why do you open mid? Well, it's center of the map, you can choose to go bot lane from there, you can choose to go top lane from there. It's just default. Vision here is really important, so you want to contest it, right? And they just default into opening mid. So what he tends like what most supports tend to do is just base, alt, like press mid, alt tab, and I don't know, do whatever, or not even think. The thing is, in some games, wave top will be like here, frozen, right? And this guy needs to crash, and you are in base. Enemy is slow pushing into you, so your ADC is safe right now. It's giga slow pushing. You can open top, kill this guy, base, around bot. Or, for example, you're stacking top wave onto enemy, you can go and dive with your jungle. Or sometimes it's better to open mid as well, right? You go contest this, or you go kill mid. Or sometimes it would also be good to open bot and hold the wave. Or you need to be bot insta so your ADC doesn't get dove. So you always need to ask yourself, where should I open? And you should always look at all three waves. So waves will most likely tell you where you need to be. So while you're in base and you click forward, right? You have to look here, you have to look here, you have to look here and decide. So opening mid is most of the time good, but sometimes you can even go top. And his argument was also like, I never think I should go top. But there are cases, they're not as common, but there are cases, right? And imagine how sad enemy top laner will be if support shows up and ruins his day. Well, that guy is tilted for the rest of his game, right? That's again like, don't default into opening mid. Don't default into going sweeper level 1. Just be open-minded to more options, right? Next thing. Okay. Vision lines, he was already good at this, but you know, usually how support plays, like you go in the mid game, bam, drop 3 wards, right? I don't know, just get some wards. Boom. Drop, 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 make a line so these guys can't avoid it and you can always see where they're going. Then what you do is you reset. Okay, I didn't do this. Okay, so you reset by new wards. So now when you open the map, you again have 3 wards. So even if they clear these, you have 3 more. Or if you want to reposition them, you can reposition them. But he was already good at this, but that's just something to have in mind as a support. So you want to place your wards, reset, and have new wards. Especially when we need to play objective. So you can like ward for Drake, boom, boom, right? Something like this. Reset, get new wards, and then you can replace them if they get cleared or whatever. I'll just do this. Okay. So he was good at it already, but yeah, that's something support should be thinking about. 6 is the big one that we changed. And this on this screenshot, you can see Parus sending in his bush, not hitting Baron. So what a lot of supports do is they just stand here, hit Nashor for like 24 damage per auto attack with Rel, instead of sitting here and controlling full space. So if enemy wants to enter through here, he engages. If enemy wants to enter through here, he again controls the space. Everybody will turn. So I will make, I'll show you some examples. So here we have, what is this? It's, yeah, it's Genji T1. Let me mute it. Let's see where Lehans is standing, right? So he's not hitting with his team. He's sitting in the bush. And what that does is, if they try to enter through here, he will go on them. And all these guys will also turn, so he has flash, ult, and he can make a game-winning play if they try to enter, like T1. If they try to enter through here, he will again zone them. So there is no way for them to enter safely, because Rel is controlling so much space here. And she will engage. But if she was hitting Nash, it would be free for them, you know? Boom. And then they have good position to contest. And that's a big thing to think about. Look at him standing there. They don't have vision on him. Now they're walking up. He'll tank this. Still control space. Look where he's standing. Again, these guys can't just go for free. And boom, he will go, get one pick. And now they can start doing Nash 5v4, right? So he played it really well. Another example is here of Keria. So T1 will start it, and we can look at Rakan, what he does. He's not running to Baron, right? He's not running there. You will see, he will go on a flank, because Rakan, as a champion, is really, really OP when you don't see him, and he can flank. Because he can get a really good charm on a really important target, and everybody turns. So look what he tries to do. He tries to go here, sit here, and then when these guys go here, he has insane ult, flash W onto someone. Or if they even go through here, he can make a way like this and flash onto someone again. So unlucky they spotted him, so they now know where Rakan is, and they insta-go on him. And now he'll make insane play, dodge chains, dodge W, use ult, charm everyone, but that's not the point. That's besides the point how well he played it. The thing is, he's not hitting Baron, because if Rakan is hitting Baron, these guys can just enter for free, and then they see him and he can't even engage, because they will deny him the angle to go, right? So him being off vision on a flank is really, really important. So that's the habit support players don't have if they're not good, right? They will just hit objectives. Your job is to stand somewhere else and control space, be off vision, make pressure, you know? It's a lot higher value than hitting the objective itself. And yeah, that's basically these few things that we changed for him made him like skyrocket, right? There were also things like playing with fog, right? So I'll show you that one. So let's say you push bot and then support goes here and he just stands off vision. This is really OP because enemy bot lane, so let's say you have ping forward or they don't have vision here, boom. You just go and stay, okay, I didn't want to do that. Let's erase it. Yeah, so let's just say you stay here. You don't go mid, right? You just stand here. Enemy bot lane thinks you're roaming. Enemy mid thinks you're going mid, so you're making pressure on enemy mid laner. But if these guys say, okay, enemy support is roaming, I will 2v1 his ADC. They go on to him, boom, you're here. So that means basically you're pressuring two places at the same time. So you're bot lane and you're defending your ADC and defending the push out, but you're also mid lane because they don't see you and you're in fog. So by abusing this, it's really OP and it makes it very hard for enemy team to play. It makes it very uncomfortable. So these guys will insta-go and they will get killed. Of course, you can only do this when you're ahead, when you're pushing, but this is something you should abuse. And that's just one example. You can do this all the time in the game. You should just think about them not seeing you. If enemies don't see you, it's really good. So let's say you're opening mid, like we talked about, right? What supports do. They open from base to mid. So now if you show on mid wave, right? Everyone in the game knows where you are. So these guys are chilling. Okay, we know where enemy support is. This guy here chilling. Okay, I know he's on top right now. But if you just come like this, don't show, and then move, this guy might be afraid. What if enemy support opens top, right? So just by not showing yourself on vision, you create a lot of pressure on the game. And that's something you guys should be thinking about, and it's really important. Okay, so I hope for the support players, you can learn something from this. Even other players can learn something from this. And I hope it was helpful. And I will do more videos like this in the future for other roles or other topics. So if you're interested, make sure to suggest something. Thank you for watching, guys.